Hello everyone and welcome to my fifth video about Cisco Packet Tracer, and today I'll show you how to configure a basic IP telephony. So we will be setting up the connection between two IP phones, type 7960 Cisco phones, and the connection will be managed by call manager on the router. So let's go ahead and we'll start the configuration on the router as always. The first thing you need to configure is the call manager. By typing telephony service, you'll get to the call manager. And here there are only three basic commands. And the first one is the ePhone. Max ePhones 2, because I will be using only two ePhones in my topology. Then max dial number. You can assign more dial numbers on one phone, but I'll not be doing this in this video, so I'll assign only two. I'll create only two. Now the last and the most important command is the IP source address, which will be 192.168.3.1. And 3 is because I'm working on the same topology as in the previous video, where I have created two networks, and the first one has 1 in the third octet, and the second network has 2 in the third octet. So my IP telephony network will have 3 in the third octet, and port 2000, which is the default by Cisco. Now go ahead and we can start the configuration on the earphones itself. So ePhone dial number 1. Here only type the number, which is 101 for me. You can put anything you want, and go ahead and configure the ePhone 1, and here type 7960. We'll be using this phone. Now MAC address, which I don't know yet because I don't have the IP phone in my topology yet. But if you hover over the device, you can see that MAC address is 487.e2b0. Now you can assign button, and button command assign the dial number, which we have created here, to ePhone. So 1 to 1, the first button will have first number, dial number. Now we can configure the second IP phone. So ePhone DN2. Here number will be 102, as you can tell, and ePhone 2 will have the same configuration as the first one, but with different MAC address. So the second one will have 00E0 dot F778 dot 3A06, and the button will be 1, 2, 2, and that's it. Now we only have to create the DHCP pool, which will be assigning the IP addresses to our IP phones, and its VLAN. So IP DHCP pool voice. Network will be 192.168.3.0 with the 24 mask. Default router will be 3 1.1. And there is one more thing you have to configure on the DHCP pool for voice, other than the network and the default router, as we configured in the previous videos on the data IP pools. And that's option 150 IP with the default router IP, like that. Okay, now we have to create the VLAN, which will be distributing this network. So interface VLAN 30, for example. Description will be voice. IP address will be the same as the default router. Okay, and we have to put the VLAN into the VLAN database. And that's it. Write configuration. And we can move on to the switch, where we will just put the VLAN into the VLAN database. And there is a special command which allows you not to have the trunk on these interfaces, but access with 2 VLANs allowed on this link. So we don't have to put these ports to trunk. Interface range faster 0/2 to 3. This one is 2, this one is 3. And switch port voice VLAN 30. That's the command. Exit, do write. And now we can connect these IP phones in front of the PCs, because the IP phone works as a switch. So switch, and to the PC. And now if we skip the time a little bit, you can see that this IP phone has IP 3.2 and this one has 3.3 with line number 102 and 101. Now if I open up the physical interface, I have to put the power adapter to the phones to turn them on. And now if I open the GUI of both of the phones, I can show you that it's really simple to connect the call. So 102, and it's ringing, so I can pick it up, and as you can see it says connected. That's it. Such a simple task, and it works in the real life as well. And I will be doing some videos in real life to show you that it's really simple and it's funny. So that's it. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next video.